What's up, everybody? It is the SonyCast. Spider-Man 3 this month or week or day, whatever, whenever you're listening to it. We're talking Spider-Man 3, which you already know because of the title. This was released in 2007, directed by Sam Raimi. Again, Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man, Kirsten Dunst was MJ, James Franco as Harry Osborn, Thomas Hayden Church this time as the villain, Flint Marko slash Sandman, Topher Grace as Eddie Brock slash Venom. Rosemary Harris as May Parker, and J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson. The movie's budget, I on Wikipedia, I couldn't really they didn't have like a set number, so it was somewhere between 258 million to 300 million, and then it grossed fucking insane. $895.9 million dollars.
It's a lot of money.
Insane. And it was a 63% on Rotten Tomatoes and a 6.3 on IMDb, which I'm like, that's fair. But what did you think when you saw it originally into that back in 2007 to now?
I don't really remember. Here's the thing. I think this movie, oftentimes, it was just the thing to say this movie was so bad. And so all I can remember is everybody talking about how bad the movie is. Don't get me wrong. I don't think this movie is very good. But after rewatching it, I was like, there are some redeeming qualities to this movie, some
Hmm.
charm that was in one and two. There's just a lot more other stuff that kind of overshadow that. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I thought of it back then. So
So for me, I know I was like super excited. And then it finally came out I didn't want to see it in theaters because I wasn't old enough to drive. So I waited until it came out on DVD and I watched it. And I was like, this sucks. Like I was legit so disappointed. And then I rewatched it back in February. And I was like, yeah, this is rough watch. It's a hard watch. And then I watched it recently for this. I'm like, yeah, it's a hard watch. It's like this trilogy is very much the horse meme where it's like fucking fire, awesome
Mhm.
horse, and then like I drew the last horse.
I read that, and I don't know how true this is. We've heard that they were gonna do a fourth, but I read a couple of places where they were gonna do six of these movies.
I mean, I'm not surprised, honestly, because it's like I bet Sam Raimi could have just kept doing these for his whole life if they let him, because he loves Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah,
He just
for
doesn't
sure.
love Venom. That's one of the things that people have talked about. It's like one of the reasons why this movie sucks is because he just did not care for Venom, and they forced him to do it.
Right. Um, yeah, anything else before we like dive into it?
Now let's dive head first.
All right. So we are a year after the events of Spider-Man 2. Peter wants to propose to Mary Jane, who's finally got her big break on Broadway, and they're on a little date in Central Park, and a meteorite lands nearby, where the symbiote comes out of the meteor and follows Peter to his apartment on his little scooter thing.
I gotta
Uh,
give Peter a lot of shit for this too, because like the last movie and this whole time he's like, I can't let anyone know that I'm Spider-Man because I don't want MJ to be in danger. They go to Central Park, probably like one of the things that, tons of tourists go to. What do? They sit in a giant fucking web that he made with his powers, and he's not wearing a suit.
yep.
I'm really worried about getting MJ hurt. Okay,
Yeah.
guys? And then it's like, are you?
And also, Harry immediately creepy
Yeah.
because he is also at Mary Jane's show that they start the movie with, and he's just looking at her and Peter through binoculars up on the
Yeah.
balcony
And he's
and
like,
gives a very creepy smile. So, yeah. But anyway, Harry,
and at the show too, though, this was a good part because he's like, She's like, yeah, here's the flowers you got me. They look pretty great. And then here's the ones Harry got me. It's this huge fucking thing.
He's like, "Oh, was he here?" Uh, but anyway, so yeah, he starts using Norman's gas,
Yeah.
right? I think they show a scene with that, as well as just all of the Green Goblin tech. We
He
actually
upgraded
get,
shit too.
yes, and we see a few masks. We one of them is a silver mask that's actually looks like the Hobgoblin mask from the comics.
Oh.
And then we get the shitty one that he goes with, which is just like a flat ass face mask. It's like I get they were going for like the cool early 2000s techie look, but
Yeah,
it's a shitty look.
it is. Along with this fucking snowboard.
Yeah, not near as cool as the glider. Um, I think they fight pretty early on, right? They
Yeah,
fight like almost immediately.
because that's how Harry loses his brain.
Yes, yes. So he shows up on his
Loses
fucking
his fucking brain.
snowboard.
Loses his memory. That's what I meant.
Well, I knew what you meant. They kind of battled to a stalemate, which it's like, yeah, he's on the juice, but at the same time, there was just something about Norman where he was like a little bit scarier, like a little more believable that he could throw hands, where
Well,
Harry is just kind of a loser this whole
yeah.
time.
Well, it's also though, like at least with this fight, because like later on, it's not even close. Like I don't think, but with this fight, he's trying to save the ring because like Aunt May gave him that ring, and so like yeah, he's like getting hit and stuff. He's not trying to hurt his best friend, and he's also trying to save this ring.
Yeah,
So like it kind of makes some sense that he's you know getting like close to losing and all that shit.
right. And I don't there's one part where I was watching it and I'm thinking, how did he get the ring back? Because there's one quick scene where he drops that thing and you don't see it for like 30 seconds,
Yeah,
you
because
know?
it's that part where it's falling. He tries to get it, and then he comes back, and then like he still sees it falling, and he's able to and then get it, and then he gets
Yeah,
hit. But it's like it's still pretty vague that if he got it because he got hit right as he grabbed it. So like, did he get it? But then it's like, yeah, sure enough, he got it.
right. So yeah, anyway, they fight. It kind of comes to a stalemate, and then Harry hits his head on a pipe, and Peter's got to take him to the hospital. Um, while it's happening, we get the police chase scene with Flint Marco, um, who's visiting his wife and sick daughter, and he puts on the classic green striped shirt, which is pretty cool. And during that chase scene, he falls into that particle accelerator, which, by the way, I think it's funny. The cops are just like, yeah, let's go in here. It's like,
Yeah,
how did everybody and this dog get in this fenced in area like so easily?
right.
Uh, but anyway, that's when we get the first, um, the Sandman transformation thing, which, by the way, I think Thomas Hayden Church is good as Sandman.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's my problem with Sandman's the same thing I have with Alfred Molina's. It's just like he's written to be the nice guy way too
yeah,
hard, where it's like just make him a bad guy.
right. Uh, a piece of fun fact there. It took that first shot of Sandman forming took them 6 months to make.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, I think right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. So where I wrote some of the charm from the other two are in this movie is like these early scenes with Aunt May, I think are very sweet. They're
Yeah.
good character moments. Um, what?
Last time we didn't even talk about that great Aunt May scene in the last movie when she does that the speech to Peter about heroes. We
Mm-hmm.
didn't even talk about that. knuckleheads, because that's
You're
a great
right.
scene.
It is. It is. Um, oh, okay. So then is the Gwen scene, right, with the crane?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. I don't know what that was. Anyway. Um, so yeah, Gwen is okay, here I had this written down. Sorry, I'm like all over the place. This is in regards to Harry losing his memory, but Peter is like way too smiley during this whole thing, where he's kind of
Yeah.
just like, oh shit, he has no memory. Like, we're back, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then in the sand molecule scene, it's a cool scene, but how does everything but his locket get destroyed? Like, what is it about that locket that it
It
survives the particle shit?
it's made from that same stuff that Doc Ock was needing in the last movie.
Yeah, it must be. It must be the tritium or
Yep.
tritium, whatever it is.
They're like, you could just sell that locket. You could get enough money to pay for our kids medicine. And he's like, no, I'm never selling this locket. I got it for her because I love her. It's like, you put us in so much debt, Flint.
All right. So then Mary Jane comes over to Peter's apartment with a newspaper where a critic was like, Mary Jane is trash in this musical.
Yeah.
And Peter, who I think is nicely just trying to be like, look, I get it. You know, people don't like Spider-Man either. And she's
It's
like,
like,
this
this is,
isn't about
yeah,
you, it's
this is
about
about
me.
me.
And
Like,
I'm like, bitch, it's always about you.
right?
When is it not about MJ in these movies? That just bugged the hell out of
Oh,
me.
it did me too. I was just like,
And
wow.
and when he, something comes across the police scanner, so he looks at Mary Jane like, sorry, I gotta go. And she is like annoyed about that. But it's like, that's literally what you signed up for at the end of the last movie.
Right?
So, like, yeah, you're having a bad day, and I get that that's annoying, but my cats are about to
I
pounce
know.
here. Anyway, uh, MJ just sucks, is
Yeah.
like the short of it.
Yeah.
So,
She gets worse before it gets better too.
mhm. Anyway, then we go to the Gwen scene. Gwen is a model, and boy howdy, Bryce Dallas Howard, what a bombshell in this movie.
Remember that meme I sent you when it's like, it was Andrew Garfield's like, Gwen was the MJ in my universe. And then like Toby's was like, you should have seen the Gwen on my universe. She had some bazongas.
She's just a gorgeous woman.
She really is.
And anyway, the crane thing happens, Gwen's like dangling for her life here, and that's when we get introduced to Eddie Brock. And boy, he is not super concerned about Gwen being in danger as he should be. Like, he's there next to her father, and he's just like, "Oh, I'm Edward Brock, and I'm dating your daughter." Click. And it's just like, dude, you should be fucking freaking out right now.
But then also the dad was like, that whole scene was weird because he's like, that's Gwen, and he's taking he's looking, and then he's like, Gwen. This is New York City. How many Gwens can there be? Probably more than you think. But no, it's his daughter, and he took the camera and he looked to make sure. He's like, oh, those bazongas match my daughters.
Jesus.
And so, but then like he's like, oh, who are you though? And it's like, you'd think if some strange, the boyfriend of your daughter is yelling Gwen, you'd be like, yeah, I know who this is. But then when some stranger just yells Gwen, you'd think he'd be like, okay, sorry,
Right.
Gwen's up there.
Yep. I agree. Um, but the scene of like Spidey flying through all that rubble and then like doing one of these woof through the
Hmm.
crane arm to save her, very cool scene.
Yeah.
Um, then I think it's before the Spider-Man celebration scene. We get a Daily Bugle part where uh Miss Brandt's bugging Jay Jonah about his wife a bunch. He goes, "You tell my wife," and then he waits. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
it was
just think
it was the
that's
blood
super
pressure
funny.
thing. That was
Yeah, the
so
blood
funny.
pressure thing.
And like that was also because like that's when we get Eddie Brock trying to get pictures,
Yes.
which continuity error time. In the first movie, they had pictures from Eddie Brock, and they're like, "This is trash. This is the Brock shit." And then Pete came in, but then now he's like, "Ah, who the hell's this kid?" And he's like, "Oh, I want to work for you know, that type of thing."
Well, I agree with you. The thing I'll say is that Jonah calls him three different names in that scene. There's
Yeah,
no way he would remember that this guy gave pictures before.
yeah, but that's that Robbie would, and Robbie didn't know him either.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna count that up to old Samuel Ramy continuity error.
yeah, fair enough. All
And
right.
and then you find out that the him and Pete are both after the same thing. They want the desk job, and Eddie's pictures aren't as good as Pete's. And but JJ's like, I want pictures of Spider-Man robbing a bank, and Eddie's like, I'm gonna get it. Pete's like, you're not gonna fucking get it, you idiot. And that's basically, you know, the gist of that.
Yeah. Next scene is the celebration honoring Spider-Man, I guess strictly for saving Gwen's life.
I think it's just for him being like awesome for a while. Like I don't
I
know why
know, but
Gwen is the one giving the key.
yeah. So here's what I thought was fucking weird. Spider-Man flies in, like, zips down to meet her, and everyone's just like, fucking kiss her!
Yeah.
Kiss her! It's like,
So do
why
it
are you
upside
guys
down.
why are you guys being fucking weird? I don't know. I just thought that was
Yeah.
very bizarre. It's
Yeah,
like they're total fucking strangers apart from him saving her life.
it's just like they're like, hey, we heard about you kissing that redhead upside down. The criminals told us about it in that tell-all. We want to see it for ourselves.
Come on, Spidey, fucking tongue that girl.
Give her a 10-second Frencher. Like that scene would have worked had we like also because like it's even his idea. He's like, yeah, we'll just hop upside down and I'll tongue punch your tonsils. I don't care. And she's like, really? And he's like, fuck yeah, you got a boyfriend? It's hotter for me if you do. And so, but it
He
would
does
make more.
this knowing his girlfriend's in the crowd, by the
Yeah,
way.
like he had just been like, okay, see you, babe. I'm gonna get the key to the city and I'll be able to open up any door I want. And he, swung off. But it's like this would have worked.
You
This
were the
scene,
dumbest person.
but this scene could have worked had like the symbiote already followed him home. If he had like it didn't like fully turn him yet, but he was like, "Oh, I got a little bit of this symbiote on me. I'm slowly becoming what I'm gonna be later on in this movie." But no, this is like, no, I'm just a jerk.
Yep.
Like you remember Mary Jane when you were dating somebody and you fucking tongue punched my tonsils? How does it feel?
Yep. She did that shit multiple times, just back and forth.
Yeah. But still, he's 100% in the wrong on this one. But the
Yes.
weird part, we talked about this before we got on the show, and the weird part about it though, it's not so much she's mad at him, not because he kissed her, but because he kissed her upside down. She's like, that's our kiss. It's like he should have been like, well, it's not raining, dude. Ours was when it's raining. Mine and Gwen's is when it's dry out, and I'm getting the key to the city, okay?
This is I disagree a little bit with Casey here. I think that is kind of their thing, and Peter should have known better and just not done it. Now, Casey's whole point is he shouldn't have done it,
Yeah,
period, which
just
for sure.
if you're trying to propose
However,
to a girl, don't
yes,
be smooching other girls.
yes, but definitely don't do the one that obviously meant like really meant something for you two.
Mary Jane's like, this was back
And
before I knew you were Peter, so it was much hotter for me.
Uh, Also, Mary Jane, totally, it's totally okay that she's upset about losing her role.
Hmm.
But to be so jealous of Spider-Man is fucking weird out of her.
Yeah,
She's like, how could the number one hero in this city be more popular than me? It's just like,
right.
get over yourself. I know you're like, lead gal, but it's fucking Spider-Man. And also, you've been with him for a full year now. You know that this is what it's like. New
Right.
York City loves Spider-Man. It's just so stupid.
Yeah.
Um, Also, right before he swings down into that party, he's just standing up on a not very tall building, no mask on.
He's like, they like
Literally
me.
anybody could have seen that it
Yeah.
was Peter Parker.
Yeah. But again, though, they're like, hey, Spider-Man's a white New Yorker. I think he delivered pizza to me one time.
The point is, it's
I
like,
know.
dude, cover your fucking face. Um, and that's a big problem I have with this whole fucking movie. Everyone's just unmasking whenever they have to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, after the scene, well, during the scene is when Sandman makes his big appearance again, and he's trying to rob a security truck. So, Pete goes after him, and I think it's a pretty cool scene. The cops are chasing him. He gets into the big sand truck,
Yeah.
then I guess just rides the wind. They kind of make it seem like he's the one that controls that big sand storm. But there's one part where they're fighting on that truck, and Sandman forms his hand into like a big mallet and just hits Peter through the armored truck. And it's
Hmm.
just like, man, they're having this Sandman, like his power levels are crazy.
Yeah.
And that would just hurt so bad. And I feel like I know Spider-Man's super tough, but I feel like he never really makes any like noises when he should. It's like that's when you should make the whole, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Spider-Man back takes a beating. It gets blown out so much in this series. So
Mm-hmm.
there's a scene in this fight too where like people are cheering and he like shoots his web at a car and you had to be fighting, fighting him and stuff. And it's like no one ever cheers when I just shoot webs all over a car. That's the joke I wanted to make last time, but I forgot.
Well, I hope you're proud of yourself.
Oh, I hope so too.
Um, I think okay, let's see here. Oh yeah, then there's this scene where Captain Stacy brings Peter and Aunt May into the police station. He's like, "Hey, we've known for a long time and haven't
Yeah.
told you guys, but the guy that killed Uncle Ben is actually this guy."
Yeah,
And
that's like if I was like having like things that I hate about this movie, that's like number two because like they're just trying to do so much. It's like, oh yeah,
yeah,
Harry's becoming Green Goblin. It's like, okay, why are you doing that? And then everything else, and they're like, oh, because. And then Sandman, it's like Sandman killed your uncle. It's like, why? Why? This is horrible. This is
then
worse.
just to find out much later,
Maybe he
not his
didn't.
fault.
Yeah, it's like we're being
So
very vague about it.
yeah, extremely vague. Um, so yeah, Peter then he's mean to MJ. Well, like he has a big blow up there at the station to Captain Stacy, which is again totally fine and justified in my
So
opinion.
Captain Stacy kind of got a little way too fucking precious about being a shitty cop. Because he
Right.
was like, hey, watch how you're talking to me, sir. I didn't tell you this on purpose. It's like, okay,
Right.
fucking idiot.
Right. Uh yeah, then there's a quick scene where MJ comes over. to the apartment because she's like, "Hey, I heard this happen. I'm worried about you." It's like, oh, okay, maybe she's not so bad. And then Peter's kind of a dick to her, and while he's listening to the police radio, waiting for Marco to show up, is when the symbiote finally adheres itself to his Spider-Man costume. Uh, while he sleeps in it, I think, is like the whole
Yeah,
thing.
which it's like that's really relatable. I mean, I know in 2007, I was probably sleeping in a Spider-Man costume.
Absolutely. But that next scene I think is pretty cool because Peter wakes up and he's on top of that building up like is he upside down?
I think maybe. I know he's like looking
Maybe.
in the glass, right?
Yeah, yeah. And anyway, the symbiote has made his suit black and given him enhanced powers. It also just kind of makes him a little angry.
Now I got a question because the symbiote never actually adhered to him, correct? It was really just on the suit, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's what I thought. I was like, that's kind of weird that they went that route instead of like the comics.
And there are some parts of him being influenced by the symbiote that I think are fine. Um, the scene with the landlord. You'll get your money when you fix this damn door. I think is a good scene. It's one that people quote a lot. The landlord, who by the way, his name is Mr. Ditkovich for like Steve Ditko, which I
Yeah.
thought that was pretty funny. But he was like, he's a good boy. He must be going through some shit right now. And I thought that was kind of funny.
See, like what I think is really funny about that too is like he's nice to him after he sticks up for himself. So like I'm gonna go like complete
Mhm.
like a male rights mode. He's like, so basically Pete totally alphaed him. He made sure that he knew that he was the beta. And so you need to do that in your life,
Right.
bros.
Definitely. Definitely.
And I like how
Uh,
his daughter though was like, that's not cool. And he's like, "No, it's very cool. He see how he was mean to me? Get yourself a man who's like this."
right. Let's see here. Okay, after that, Peter fights Marco again in a subway.
Eat
Finds out that
fresh.
yes, finds out that water weakens him. So Peter, rips this giant pipe apart, which turns Marco into mud and washes him away. Peter thinks that he's killed him. Um, yeah, and then MJ, back to her being fucking terrible. She calls up Harry, who's just like, "Hey Harry, I'm alone and I don't want to be alone. Can I come over?" And Harry's like, "Yeah, absolutely. You're hot as hell. Come on over, right?"
Yeah. He's like, hey, the help. Get me some stuff so we can make some food. And he's like, okay, you got company? He's like, yeah. It's like real company or your imaginary friends? Like real company. He's like, real company. He's like, oh, come on. And
Yeah,
so then,
it was a weird scene.
yeah.
But man, it's just like MJ, whoever will give her attention, right?
Hmm.
It's so fucked up. And then, so they dance to like the twist and shout. Uh, they make omelets together or something like that.
The ro most romantic food.
Yes. And uh, then, of course, they share a kiss, which is just like, I think it's extra fucked up here because MJ knows that he lost his memory. All that did was just crank things to 11 for making shit way worse.
Yeah.
It's just, what are you doing? You did that before. You wiped his mind blank, getting rid of that horrible moment, and you do it again.
Yeah.
So,
He's like, I just want to
anyway,
ruin a friendship, okay?
so she like gets upset with herself mostly and leaves. And Harry picks up a bottle of whiskey, takes one sip, and then everything comes back to him, which I
Hmm.
thought was funny. It's like, holy shit, maybe just don't drink.
Yeah.
Um,
That's the real goblin juice. It's the whiskey all along.
right? And then he has a another vision of his dad where he's like, "I told you to avenge me." So he immediately gets on the snowboard and flies over to MJ's place, beats her home, and scares the shit out of her and forces her to break up with him, or at least the plan to break up with him.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, then I think it is right after that where she calls up Peter, they meet in the park, she breaks up with him, and
We get James Franco staring directly into the camera going,
yes, we do. And MJ is doing all of this because Harry told her so, but it sounds pretty fucking sincere.
yeah,
Up until where she has to basically say there's somebody else.
yeah,
Um, and it's at that point where I'm like, I wouldn't blame Pete if he stayed black suit forever.
yeah.
Like it would make sense. I probably would. So I am not the better person like he is.
See, but you'd have me as a friend to make fun of you for fucking like walking down the street like
Yeah, but I wouldn't be doing that shit. So
that's the
yeah,
that the
it
reason why also Sam. Oh, go ahead, man.
no, go ahead, finish your thought.
The reason why is such a fucking boob as he's doing this is like Sam Raimi and Tobey Maguire both have talked about this. It's because it's supposed to like it makes it so like he's doing what he thinks a cool guy would do, but Peter Parker is such a fucking dweeb that he thinks that's what a cool guy is.
Yes. Which is, look, I understand and I get it. It just doesn't work.
It doesn't, like, especially since it's like it should just be making him more violent and angry, and we barely
Yes.
get any of that.
Yes. So that this whole next 5-10 minute montage of him doing this shit is the worst part of the movie.
Yeah, I mean it's funny,
Yeah, it's funny,
but
but
it's not good.
it's not good. And then Harry and Pete meet up for lunch or whatever, and that's when Harry is like, "I'm the other guy, Pete. I always had a
Yeah,
thing for her." And they have a fight, and we get a really well, wait, I think it's before the fight where they're at that diner and Harry's eating the pie and he's eating the pie like a fucking weirdo. And the guy's like, "How's the pie?" And he's like, "It's so good." It's like, what are
right.
you doing, man?
James Franco just sucks so hard.
He sucks. He's not a good actor at all.
No,
Anyway, then they have the fight. And
toss some dirt
Harry
in your eye.
Harry has a really bad line where he's like, "I saved you in high school, but now I'm gonna kick your little ass." Why'd you say little? He's like, "I'm gonna kick your tight little ass." Jesus Christ, Harry, fucking rein it in, bro.
I
Um,
I do love the I'm gonna toss some dirt in your eye. It's like
yeah, that does not need to be said.
no, but it's
He
hilarious
just
and
says
awesome.
that.
Yeah,
He just says it out of nowhere. However, the end of that fight is pretty cool because that's when, you know, Pete kicks his ass, is going to leave. Harry throws a pumpkin bomb and he catches it and turns around and throws it back at him and just fucking destroys half of his
yeah.
face.
Oh, and then before
Pretty
that,
cool.
we also get the meme of Pete. He's like, "You gonna cry?"
Yeah,
This is the best. I
yeah.
love Bully Maguire.
And if he had delivered those lines better, that stuff would have worked.
Yeah,
It just didn't. Um, let's see here. I don't know if is uh is the scene where he outs Eddie right after that, or is it the
I
weird
think
milk and cookies scene
I
with the
think
phone call?
Weird Milk and Cookies with the phone call, and then it's the other.
Okay. So we got this scene where Pete's talking to Dr. Connors because earlier in the movie he had given him like a little sample of the symbiote to like run tests on. So now he's using, the apartment phone and, the cute girl that has a crush on him is the landlord's daughter is like feeding him milk and cookies. Boy, is this scene fucking weird.
Yeah.
She's like, "Hey, you got any more nuts?"
Yeah. She's like, oh, I got some. I can make some. It's like, yeah, yeah, go make some.
It's like, some more milk. Just
Yeah.
like, God, what?
It's
What
like
is happening here?
I would watch a romantic comedy with just the girl so she gets happiness because like Pete and MJ don't really deserve it.
No, no, but she definitely does. But yeah, that scene along with the fucking dance scene is
Yeah.
definitely the worst part. But I will say I do like that this movie shows that all of the women around him are not feeling it.
Yeah,
They
they're
are
like,
all
what?
creeped out, which I think
Yeah.
is great. Um,
Except for Gwen.
yes,
And then
except for Gwen.
and cute Russian girl.
Yes.
For some reason they're like, this is pretty awesome.
Yeah, for some reason. So then we go to the Daily Bugle, and Peter exposes Eddie Brock's fake photos um, right in front of Jay Jonah. The cats are fighting. I hope the mic's not picking that up.
No, I'm not hearing anything.
And Eddie's like, "Look, I'm begging you, don't do this. I will lose everything." And Pete's just like, "Oh, okay. Well, how about you take one of these?" And he fucking
Well,
does it anyways.
he says a great line. You want forgiveness? Try church. Where do we see him again later on in the movie?
A church.
And a church. Shouldn't have said that one, Pete.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, after that, so then that's when Peter gets the job. And then after that, he's like, I got a new job. I got a new suit. I'm feeling cool. I'm gonna take out Gwen Stacy to this cool little club
That
where
I
he
know that
does,
MJ works at.
yeah, he does one of the worst things I think Pete does in these movies outside of being mad or mean to Uncle Ben, which is, taking Gwen to this club that MJ works at, plays piano during
Didn't
her
know he
song,
could.
didn't know he could, fucking dances around, does this whole dance number, and Gwen's just like feeling it until she finds out that he's just doing this to get back at MJ. And she takes the high ground. She's like, I am so sorry about this. And then she leaves. It's like, God, Pete, you have made the wrong decision, dude.
Right?
Um, Also, when they walk into that club, Peter hands the hostess some money and he says, "Hey, hot legs, get us some shade." And it works. That line works.
Yeah.
Maybe she was just playing it off because she got some money off of him, but it's like, in what world does hot legs work?
I mean, I'm gonna try it next time I go to Texas Roadhouse. Like,
um,
sir, this is a fucking coupon for free Pizza Hut after a regular purchase. Like, yeah, give me some shade, baby doll.
And then right before Peter leaves, he decides he's going to kick the shit out of all the bouncers and then ends up smacking Mary Jane.
Yeah,
Which again, not cool. It just makes this whole scene is just so bad.
yeah. Mary
Um,
Jane used to taking a beating because not even a mark.
yeah, from her dad too in the first
Yeah,
one, right?
yeah.
So then we get the scene where Eddie goes to church and prays to God to kill Peter, which makes him the ultimate hater, dude. The
It does,
ultimate
but
hater.
I also like how God's like, I saw what you did to MJ and Gwen. I got your back, Eddie.
Yeah. Um, But yeah, that's when Peter gets the symbiote off of himself and it falls down onto Eddie, creating Venom. The one thing I don't understand, why did Eddie grow fangs? It didn't look good.
Yeah. No, nothing about the Venom look good.
Yeah. Um, why did I put this? I wrote MJ keeps getting fucked. It's why it's why Peter didn't want to be with her in the other movie. It's like everything that Peter said, "Hey, this is why I can't be with you." It's
Yeah.
happening, right?
Yeah, because she walks into a taxi and Eddie's like, where are we going, Donna from that 70s show? Because I sound exactly like Eric still.
Yeah. He did beef up for the role though. You got to give him a little credit.
I mean, not to sound like a fucking wonderful old woman, but where's the beef?
Um, so yeah, Eddie just tracks down Sandman in an alley, which
Yeah.
it's like, how did that happen? But anyway, they convinces him to join forces so they can take out Spider-Man. Brock abducts MJ and holds her captive at this construction site. Um, which I think, that whole scene's pretty cool. Like, I like the trap of, the cars and trucks hanging and then Sandman just being hidden down below. Like, it's cool.
It it is, but it's still one of those stupid things that I don't like about this movie because like we're trying to make Sandman be a whole, like, oh, I feel bad for this guy. And it's
Right.
like, yeah, I just want to get money for my kid. Now he's like, you say we can kill Spider-Man? Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it, man. It's like, what?
I also forgot right before this, right before Peter goes there, he goes by Harry's and he's like, "Hey, Harry, like MJ is gonna die. I can't do this by myself. Will you come help me?" And he's like,
Yeah.
"Oh yeah, hold on a sec, man. I got something for you." Gives him one of these, which happens all the time in this fucking movie.
And fair enough this time. I mean, Harry's
Sure.
supposed like he's trying to be like, oh, look at me. Look at what you did to me. My beautiful face.
Right.
Uh, you killed my dad, you fuck up my face. Why would I help you?
But then this is when the butler comes out and he's like, "Look, I could have told you this so many times, but your dad killed himself. It wasn't Peter." So then it's like,
It's like,
oh, there's gonna be the classic Spider-Man's gonna die, and in comes Harry saving the day.
which I would have loved if he's like, well, I did try. And then they do like the Family Guy cut, and it's like him trying to tell him multiple times, and Harry's not even listening. Like he's got like his earbuds in or
Right.
whatever.
I would have preferred that to
Yeah.
just anyway, another thing that's weird, we're back at the construction scene now. Eddie knows the tiger line that MJ says.
Yeah, it could 100% be symbiote related because that's how it would be in the
Yeah,
comic. So you can give him that.
except they don't fucking say that
Yeah.
ever.
Well, you don't need everything explained to you.
Well, it'd be pretty fucking cool if it's like, hey, the people that share the symbiote, some stuff gets transferred from their minds.
Yeah, but it's like, hey, Pete, remember that time you pissed your pants in second grade? Well, I remember it because I got the symbiote and it tells me your memories. It's like you're over explaining. What is this, a James Gunn movie?
I don't know. I just think it's better than out of
I don't.
context him knowing it.
Yeah.
Uh, then I wrote Harry shows up and everyone has to take their damn mask off to say something, which
Yeah.
is which is true. Harry flies in and oh, it's me, Harry. It's like, yeah, no fucking shit. We've seen it.
Would have been awesome if it's like, it's me, the butler. You didn't catch my name.
It's like Harry didn't want to come, and
Yeah.
I like that MJ gal.
Yeah. Thought she was really nice when she was messing with Harry when his brain didn't work well.
She can put down an omelet.
Yeah.
It's like, Jesus, can we talk about this later? Oh man. Okay. We get a really funny scene with Jay Jonah and a kid who's got this camera, right?
Yeah.
Kid, how much for the camera? $100. Like $100, but then he pays her. And everyone knows, but the camera doesn't have film, and she says, "Film's extra."
Yeah.
It's like, damn, that was a good line.
That's the New York
Um,
I want in these movies.
right? Okay, so there's all these people watching at this point, all these cameras, whatever. And Harry, who's not, he doesn't have his fucking mask on. People probably know who Harry Osborn is at this in this neck of the woods,
Hmm.
is now unmasked, screaming, "Hey Pete, am I interrupting?"
Right.
It's like, what are we doing? They don't
Yeah.
give a fuck about secret identities in this movie.
No.
It
And it
bugs me. It
gets
just
worse
bugs
in the
me.
Spider-Man movies before it gets better.
It absolutely does. Um, anyway, uh, big fight between Green Goblin and Spider-Man and Venom and Sandman that ends with uh Harry dying
They're
and
really quick. MJ does something awesome too. Because
okay.
like the truck drops a bunch of fucking cinder blocks on her. She dodges all of them, and then she like looks and sees Venom. She's like, "Fucking eat block, dickhead!" And she throws a whole, like not a whole
Yeah.
cinder block, and just fucking box him in the head.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you're right.
okay, good job, MJ.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. Um so yeah, Harry dies. During that whole thing, Peter's like, "Oh yeah, Venom doesn't like sound." So he kind of traps him,
Yeah, he lays the
which
pipe on Venom.
yeah, he lays the pipe on Venom. I actually think that part's kind of cool, the way he
Yeah.
traps him and then you know, uses a pumpkin bomb to just blow up Eddie and the suit.
Hmm.
Eddie's like, I would rather fucking die than lose Venom. So he does. There's nothing left of his body.
Yeah.
Right after that, we get a scene with Peter and Sandman, where Peter's basically like, I forgive you, Sandman, after Sandman explains everything, and Sandman's like, thank you, but I'm not going back to jail, and just kind
Yeah.
of floats off, which really cracked me up. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. Um, and I mean, really, that's kind of it. Harry and Peter are cool right before he dies from his injuries. Um, After Harry's funeral, Peter goes to see MJ at that club that she works at, where, I guess they're cool. They share a little dance, and then it just ends. It's like
Yeah.
super lackluster.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, it's not a happy ending, but not in a good way that I like. It's like, yeah, obviously Sam Raimi uh, wanted to do more of these, and like this ending probably would have hit better as it continued on,
Hmm.
but they didn't get to. So it just ends on this shit ending. So
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah. What would you rate it out of, what would you give it out of five?
Probably a two.
That's same rating I gave it when I watched it last. I'm like, yeah, it's still probably fair. Just not a good movie. It's a rough watch.
Yeah.
Hey guys, we want to hear from you. What did you think about Spider-Man 3? Do you like it more than us? Did you want to throw some sand in our or some dirt in our eyes
That's what I'm
for
saying.
do you do you think Anakin Skywalker would hate this movie? Because it's pretty coarse. So yeah, just let us know.
And trying to see what came next in the
I
order
I
here.
want to say it's amazing.
Really? Out of everything else on the list, Ghost Rider, everything?
Oh, I forgot about Ghost Rider being Sony.
Punisher?
Maybe we shouldn't have done Spider-Man 3. Maybe Punisher was before that. But Punisher's not Sony, is it? Or were we just including it anyway?
I think we were including it.
Okay.
I think it is Sony.
Okay.
Um, Yeah, I think it was connected, but anyway. The first Punisher came out in 2004, so I feel like we might need to do that one next.
Yeah, we can go back for that one.
Oh, Lionsgate did that.
Okay.
That's okay. It counts because we have people that want to talk about this movie.
Yeah.
So, uh, anyway, all right. We can talk about all that off the air. Thank
Yeah.
you everybody for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Please, again, like Casey said, let us know what you think of this movie. And you know,
Next up, it's Punisher.
next up is Punisher. So we will catch you next time. See ya.
Pew, 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 pew.